November is about a month away, and Boise voters are about to be asked for money. Not for a new stadium, not for roads, this time for a little less pavement and a little more preservation. It's called the Clean Water and Open Space Levy, and as Hunter Funk explains, the city says it would keep the foothills wild, the rivers cleaner, and the trails growing, if you're willing to pay for it.
Boise loves its outdoors. And come November, voters will decide if they love it enough to open their wallets just a bit more.
The city is requesting an $11 million levy to go towards parks acquisition and development, pathways connections, also clean water projects, and new to this levy, which wasn't in the previous two levies, is fire mitigation efforts as well.
The proposal, if passed, is a 2-year levy. It would be an estimated average annual cost of $9.89 per $100,000 of taxable assessed value per year. That's about $40 a year for the average homeowner in Boise, and includes the homeowner's exemption. As Holloway said, this isn't Boise's first rodeo when it comes to levies. Boise voters approved 2 levies to fund Boise foothills property purchases, support clean air and water, and preserve park property in growing areas of the city. The first foothills levy was approved in 2001 and led to land preservation actions that have shaped recreation and promoted the protection of wildlife in Boise's backyard. Then in November of 2015, a resounding majority of Boise voters approved a second $10 million levy to support the preservation of open space and habitat, along with supporting clean water improvement projects in the Boise foothills, along the Boise River, and in open space sites throughout the city. This new one includes even more.
Yeah, and that's why the language becomes a little more broader because the needs of the city are changing. And since 2021 to 2025, our city's evolved. It's changed dramatically. We have not only a 10-minute walk initiative that has come to fruition through that period of time, but we also have a pathways master plan that was adopted by the city council 2 years ago. And so that has over 100 miles worth of potential trail connections. That wasn't in 2001 or in 2015. So as the city has changed and as funding in our capital fund becomes more and more difficult to allocate to projects like this, is the reasoning why the mayor and city council is looking at doing a levy.
City leaders say without this levy, growth keeps coming, but funding in open space doesn't.
Our citizens have told us loud and clear that they want to see open space, they want to see more park space, they want to see projects related to that quality of life piece, the recreational component to parks and recreation. So, again, because land is so hard to come by, when we can get it, we need to get it.
And the goal is preserving it. Critics worry about taxes going up again, but Holloway says if the levy doesn't get passed, projects compete with police, fire, and housing for general fund dollars. And impact fees, the city's main funding source for these, only grow when new development does.
So the concept with impact fees is it pays for growth. So the more growth in a planning area, the more impact fees we collect, and the more things we can do from a park and park development perspective. Unfortunately, in a lot of the areas within those planning areas, growth is completely built out. And so there's not a lot of opportunity to collect additional impact fees in order to continue to make headway on our 10-minute walk initiative, in order to make headway on some of the park properties we currently have that need to be built out per their master plan. We don't have the capital dollars from a general fund standpoint to do that because our capital plan is driven by those impact fees.
If passed, it would expand outdoor recreation opportunities starting in 2026.
And that's why people live here, and there just simply isn't the funding that's available in our capital plan to continue to stay ahead of not only the growth, but really the expectation of our citizens. So yes, it does increase taxes, but at the same time, it's providing for that future generation. And all you need to do is look at what has occurred with those 2 levies in our community. And again, we anticipate to see the same type of occurrence with the next levy as well.
And if you live in Boise, this will be on your ballot in November. And voters can either say yes to approving it or no to denying the levy.
And it's a very important indication here. If you live in Boise,
yes,
you will get to vote on this. I know sometimes there'll be people that live out in the Ada County area that don't want to say. This is for the city of Boise voters.
Yes. If you're in Meridian, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Very good.
Yep.
Something to track. What are we? I guess a little more than a month away from November. All right.
Countdown.
Hunter Funk. Thank you. We'll be right back.